I'm Tori, and I entered foster care when I was 8 years old, and I was separated from my brother at that time. My experience is that it was really, everything was unfamiliar to me. I didn't have any family members around, and nobody that I knew I could trust or that I could rely on. At a time where you feel like basically a burden to everybody. Nobody, your parents aren't going to be able to take care of you. Your family isn't going to be able to take care of you, and now you're placed with complete strangers who, you don't necessarily feel like they necessarily want to take care of you either. So it was feeling like nobody really wants you around. There's always a feeling of instability that you just never know what's coming next for you. I literally didn't know where I fit in at all. I didn't, my I had trouble finding my place within families and finding my place within friends and finding my place within school, and those were some of the bigger challenges growing up. My final placement, I entered when I was 14, and my foster parents at the time, about a year later, introduced the idea of adoption to my brother and I. I have heard stories where there's children who, when they turned 18, the foster parents, turned them loose and said, "See you later." But I didn't have that experience. I felt very lucky that I knew that they were my family. There's a lot of strain on the system. There's a lot of foster youth that are aging out, yearly, and there's not enough resources to go around. So my parents recognized that, the value in that, and adopted my brother and I. And like I said, it happened about a week before I turned 18, literally in the nick of time. We became their legal children. Knowing that I was wanted and they wanted me around, and they went through this, it's a very long and arduous process. Knowing that they would put that time and effort in for my brother and I was an amazing feeling to feel like, after feeling like I was a troublesome child for people, a burden on people for so long, there was people that actually considered us worthwhile to spend time on. I think that is the biggest challenge facing foster youth, is not knowing who to trust and how to find their resources properly. So it kind of developed over time where I was a little bit of a people pleaser, trying to figure out how to make people happy that I was there and I was around. And then it turned into me just becoming a natural, becoming very friendly and building a little bit of an emotional intelligence that, I didn't have before. I love hearing people's stories, and I love connecting with people because I had a hard time doing it when I was younger. I feel very passionate about connecting youth to resources because I was so fortunate to have trusted adults who were also very passionate about ensuring my future success.
Is that it?